So you would like to homeschool your children in the state of South Carolina, but you need to know how. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I'm Latoya and I'm a homeschool mama here in Charleston, South Carolina. And if you need to know what requirements you need to meet in order to homeschool your children in the state of South Carolina, that is what we will cover in this video. So let's get right to it. First requirement is that the primary parent or guardian of the child or children being homeschooled must have a high school diploma or GED. When you sign up to homeschool, you will have to check a box that says that you have either one of those documents. You don't have to submit one. You just need to be able to prove that you have one, obviously. Please don't lie to people. But mine isn't even from the US and I can still homeschool my children legally and I'm fine. So the primary caregiver, whoever is the primary parent or guardian, must have a high school diploma or GED. Now, if you are the primary parent, you are free to choose to educate your children however you want. So you can outsource that education. They can do online, they can do courses, you can hire teachers, but you are the primary person, so you have to have the GED or high school diploma. The next requirement is that your homeschool year must last 180 days. They don't have to be consecutive. You just have to have 180 days within the course of a school year that you have taught something. Now, what constitutes a school day is up to you, as long as something is being taught or the children are learning something. You don't have any kinds of requirements as far as what subjects you have to cover per day, how many subjects you need to cover, how much time. There's no time requirement. As long as somebody's learning something, that counts as a school day and you are good. So you need to just have 180 of those in your records, and we will talk about record keeping very soon. The next requirement pertains to subject matter. So you have to cover within the course of your school year reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. Those are the 5 core subjects that must be covered. You're free to add other things, other electives if you would like to, but you have to cover those. If your child is in 7th grade or above, reading must also expand to include literature, and writing must also include composition. But reading, writing, math, science, social studies, everything else is up to you, and you are free to add in whatever else you like, whatever else fits your family, whatever else you think your children are interested in, whatever they tell you they would like to learn. You're free to add those things in, but you have to cover those 5. Next requirement is documentation. So I just mentioned that you have to document those 180 days of learning. You are required to keep some kind of documentation of your progress. Mostly this is for you, so that you can see the progress that your kids are making from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. But you do have to keep some kind of journal or plan book. Some people keep attendance, just to show what's being done from day to day. You don't have to scribble something every single day. There are many different ways that people keep their records. You can keep a weekly log, you can write something really long and detailed, or you can keep bullet points. I'm a bullet point person myself, but you have to keep some kind of record, and then at the end of every 90 and 180 days you write a semi-annual progress report, just again outlining, kind of summarizing what the children have been doing in the past 90 days or the past 180 days. Simple. So let's recap. There are a few things that you need to know in order to get started as a homeschooler in South Carolina. You have to hold a GED or a high school diploma. You have to teach for 180 days. You have to cover the 5 core subjects: reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. And you have to keep a record or a journal of your progress. Once you can handle those 4 things, and I'm sure you can, you are ready to start homeschooling in South Carolina. There are a few more administrative things that you have to do so that you can legally get started homeschooling, and we will cover that in another video so that this does not become too overwhelming. But I promise you, you can do it. It is simple, it is straightforward, and nobody is a better teacher for your kiddos than you. So If you would like to see more information about homeschooling in South Carolina, please feel free to subscribe, click the bell so that you get notified every time I make a video. My plan is to help whoever wants to homeschool in South Carolina to feel confident and able, because you certainly are able to homeschool your babies in this state. So click the button, subscribe, and I will see you very soon in the next video.